Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Monday, August 24th, 2009. This morning I'd like to take a look at another one of the Web Velocity examples, and in this case we're going to go back to the Web Velocity community repository. And in here we're going to go down to Photo Browser. Now this one's going to take a little while to load because there are a bunch of prerequisite packages. It's also going to load from the public repository. So I'm going to pause this while it loads all those prerequisites. But when you do this yourself, don't be worried that a bunch of stuff is happening. Now to cut down a little bit on watching me type, I've already entered the database configuration information here, so we're going to go straight to Schema Actions and recreate the tables. I'm going to drop and recreate these. I've done this a few times, so let's go ahead and do that. And now once these are created, we can go to Browse. This is a very small example. We'll go to Photo Browser. And what it's going to do is I've set it to the Web Velocity directory, which means it finds this one lone image that I've got in that directory. Let's take it to someplace a little more interesting. I've got an images directory here, and in that images directory I've got a bunch of photos. Now these photos were all taken during a trip that I took to Boston when I gave a Web Velocity presentation. So you can see these little thumbnails over here. If I click on this, you can see Monty Williams here giving a virtual presentation. Then if you click on this, you can see me giving the real presentation in person. So you can select through here. You can also save all this to the database. You see up here there's a link that I can save to the database. I can also take individual photos and save those to the database. So you can see that all those actions work. And of course if I just click on one, they show up over here, which you can't see actually as it turns out, but let me pull this over this way a little bit. And then you can see what's actually happening. So I suppose I should do that to show you that I am actually updating this view. Now let's go ahead and move that aside, and let's go back over here to the code, show you that the source code for this is actually pretty basic. Let's go over to Class Photo Browser. And if you look at the rendering down here, you can see the various pieces here render the image preview. So we go over here and do that. And notice how it's just setting up images. And if we render the image raw, we do this. So this is the whole image. And then there's the thumbnail down here, which tries to scale it down into that box into a 120 by 20 thumbnail. So pretty simple basic stuff, and you end up with something that looks like this. And again, I'll have to move this over to show you that I've got the full image over here. When I select this, you can see it painting in. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.